Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome in to my little space with y'all. How are you doing? How are you doing? I hope everything is going well. Wait till a couple of folks come in. I hope everything is going well with you. Absolutely. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in our space. And give it a couple minutes to welcome people in. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Divine Celion. Welcome in, love. My name is Divine Celion. We have been going through some things, haven't we, fam? We've been going through some things. And to be honest with you, the reason why I decided to do a live is because I needed to talk about these things. Good evening, love. How are you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you. Thank you. And thank you for tuning in. I so appreciate it. I so appreciate you. Everyone is welcome. So appreciate you. So, baby. That's what I'm kind of here to talk about. And when I tell you it's been hard to even sit in the space that we're sitting in, I'm here to offer a little bit of guidance as to why we're sitting in this space. So with that, let me get started. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So, I had pulled a couple of cards, dealing from the Oracle of Shadow and Light, and two cards came out in particular, and it's funny. One was a card of 12. The other one was a card of 3. Now you put 1 and 2 together, that's 3, right? So I was sitting up here. The 12 one was talking about you can see your path. You are a seer. Okay, you understand. But the 3 card was talking about, okay, you see your path. But does that mean that you walk it? Now, how many times are we told that we're supposed to walk the path that we're given, right? But then a lot of times we're tired. And I want to recognize that during this time, I do understand and I do feel we are tired. I get it. Okay. So, 1, you are in full awareness, of you in this moment. Me saying that is important. Okay, I'm going to say this again. You are in full awareness of you in the present moment. You may feel a little off and woozy. You may feel like, what the hell? Like you done had a little bit of treat and it's lasted too many days. You may feel like, what the hell is going on? But you don't have any attacks. You don't have any of the things you used to have, okay, happening to you. You're going to notice this. But it's going to feel like nothing's happening, or you're stuck, or you're just, what? Like the question of what? Right? It doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel okay, but nothing is happening. But I can feel something's coming, but am I tripping? Do I just need to sit here? What's happening? I understand. Okay. You can't seem to feel what's right for you. And it's frustrating you. And you're getting pissed off. I understand. And we're going to get to that. So right now, you need to have what I call candid consciousness. You need to be at all costs real with how you're feeling, who you are, what your needs and wants are. You got to be real. I'm telling you, you are not going to move forward if you ain't being real right now. Thank you, love. I'm glad to know I'm right on time. You got to be real. I'm telling you, this energy in this moment is calling for you to be real with who you are. It doesn't matter who likes it, who doesn't. It does not matter. Do you understand me? You're being called to be real. And that's called candid consciousness. Now, what does that mean? Okay. You may see and you may feel that you let people go. But in your core, and what I mean by your core is your solar plexus or down in your belly, okay, you are feeling something tugging on you and pulling on you and wanting you. Or you can go and be seeing random videos of songs from your past that you don't hear anymore, but you heard as a child. Okay. You could also, hold on a second. Yeah, cover it. And the onion. You could have old dreams that you are remembering that are now a reference to your past. Okay. A lot of things about past that we haven't heard, haven't seen, don't understand why it's coming up. We ain't dealing with the people no more. All of a sudden they coming up. Okay. 4, the uncertainty of how to move, but you know you need to create, you know you need to get that business off the ground, you know you need to do certain things, but your procrastination is in the way. You don't understand why you're not feeling motivated, but you're feeling tired, but you know you need to do it, but you're just like, and you feel freaking stuck. Understand? Okay? I want you to understand something when it comes to movement and manifestation, psychology, all this kind of stuff. Every moment of every day, you're dealing with quantum rules, okay, and universal laws, okay? When you think, when you speak, when you do things, the quantum rules that. Where your consciousness lies, the quantum rules that. They don't tell you that, okay? They separated science. I keep saying this. They separated science from spirituality. It's not separate. It is not separate. You cannot have one without the other. Right? Oh, baby. Talking about being powerful, but can't feel it. But dig this one. You know you're powerful. You know where your power lies. But you don't know how to access it. You don't know how to bring it out. You don't have the teacher that will teach you how to do that without anyone wanting anything from you. Dig that. Baby, I understand. I understand. So, when you manifest, your manifestation is on the quantum. And on the quantum fields of consciousness. Okay? Moving with love affects that quantum. Because it puts you in a state. That state of love leads you to knowing. Knowing of you. And connecting you to all there is. That's what love does. That's why I teach the love. So, here's something, because I had to sit up and I had to meditate. Because I was getting pissed. And I was getting pissed because I'm like, I'm tired of feeling like this. I know I'm supposed to be moving, but I'm not moving. What is happening? Where am I in time? What is going on? I don't understand. And then it came to me. How many of us are dealing with past life spiritual trauma? Now follow me. Follow me. You have past life spiritual trauma. Your brain does not know the difference between whether it's spiritual trauma or 3D trauma. Trauma's trauma. Right? Now when you're attacked so many times spiritually, and you come to expect it, when you're able to finally quell that, follow me, you still have the remnants of the spiritual trauma that you're dealing with. Because you're constantly expecting something else to happen, someone else to attack you. Is this going to come? And your body acts the same way with spiritual trauma as it does with physical trauma. Well, one thing I noticed, and having to be wildly outrageous at this time and to be truly who we are. Welcome in, y'all. I noticed something. We're sitting in the present space, but we're not in the present space. Do you understand me? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? We're still with our trauma. We're still expecting things to happen. We're still expecting an attack. We're still sitting up here waiting for the shoe to drop, and we're sitting like this. And then we're wondering, how come I'm not manifesting anything good? How come I'm not bringing in that money? How come I'm not bringing in my abundance? Why am I not bringing in that love? Because my loves, you are sitting in spiritual trauma, and you need what is called, oh, awesome. Welcome in, love. Welcome in. I'm glad you're here. Spiritual trauma reset. That is what you need. And how do you know you need that? Whenever you cannot sit in the present moment and create from a place of love and peace within yourself. When you feel in your solar plexus, it's constantly like this. When you feel in your heart space, it's constantly like this. And you cannot, for the love of you, you can't. And you're like, what is going on? Why can't I calm? My love, did you clean slate your spiritual trauma? We're about to go over how. Okay? Understand, and to understand what I'm saying, you have to understand present moment. See, I can't even really do my cards because it's not pulling in time. Right. Sometimes I can't focus either. I feel you on that. Especially now. Especially now. And I was trying to figure out why. And I'm like, we're living in the present moment. We're speaking. We're doing. We got actions. We're doing what we're supposed to do. Why do we still feel like shit? Why? Why? Even if there's no attacks, why are we still feeling like shit? Because, and watch, excuse me, my language, but because we have not acknowledged, yes, I am in the present. Yes, living in repeat cycles and trauma bonds. But we're going to cut that loose. Watch. So even though we are in the present, and let me tell you something. Right now, you are truly in the present. You are not in the past. You are not in the future. You are right on time right now. That is where you're existing right now. That's where you always exist. But for some reason, right now is hyper-focused. Right now it's hyper-focused in. Especially for Star Seeds, Indigo, Children, Chosen, and all of them in that vein. You're hyper-focused right now on that. For some reason. So, understand that you're in the present moment, real time. So I got my notes. Real time. You're no longer to worry about the past. That is done. You're moving real time. That is why you feel lost. Because you focused on what was. We don't need to focus on that anymore. We are focused on now. Right now. Not even future. Right now. Present moment. You must stay present. I'm going to explain why in a minute. So, in order to release, one, and this is suggestions, okay? These are only suggestions. Somatic release. Yes, focus on, baby, not even today. Focus on the moment. It's got to be the moment. Because today I'm noticing there's a lot of time in the spaces when we're not even doing anything, not creating anything. We're just sitting there. You got to live in the moments. Once you move away from that clock and you start literally moving in, this was a moment. Watch what changes. Watch what changes. Okay. So first, you need a somatic release. You need to release the fascia like you would for 3D trauma. Same thing for spiritual trauma. Spiritual trauma is heavier in many different ways. Okay. How you know? How many of you will have a phantom pain that will come on as a physical pain, but it's a phantom pain that you know you're not even supposed to have? That's how you know. So, release trauma from your fascia. Okay? Release with the pent-up hold in your body. Feel. Yes. Leg pain. Yes, ma'am. Feel where it's coming from. Okay? Try to feel why. What's going on? What's happening in my life at this time where I'm sensing this pain? Where is it hitting you? Is it hitting in a meridian? Is it hitting in a chakra? Or is it hitting really real time in an organ? or outside? Is it inside or outside? Ask the question. Okay? Look that up. Breath work. Proven fact that breath work improves and is most important for flow in the body. Chi flow, regular flow. Okay? Breath work. There are all kind of studies on breath work, and that's why it is tantamount for tantric practice. Okay? Look that up. If that is what you need, look up, because there's many different types of breath work and release. Okay? 3. People don't understand that healing is holistic work. It is not just one thing in your body. So say, for example, you had a past life trauma. You heal that. Okay. But you still have something going on in your solar plexus. You still have something going on in your stomach. You still have something going on in your lungs. And then when you try to sing or you try to talk, there's a lump there that's not physical. Do you understand? It is holistic. Healing is holistic. So for 3, dietary adjustments. What in your diet is causing you inflammation? That's causing your stomach to hitch. That's causing your brain to be foggy. That's causing your muscles to be tight. That's causing you to have lactic acid buildup. What are you eating? What are you intaking? Now let's take it from food to intaking energy. You wouldn't take it from a person. So why are you taking high fructose corn syrup? Why are you taking aspartame? Why are you taking these other things that's poisonous to your body? You wouldn't take it from a person to poison you. Why are you taking from these companies and these businesses to poison you, when it just requires a little extra work and all natural ingredients to turn it around? Remember, your body knows what to do, from the brain to the cells to the subatomic particle levels of your DNA. Your body knows what to do, but it's waiting on you to help it get there. Okay? Love, you're going to have to figure out why. Why is it that you don't? See, there's something going on. There's something going on in there, love, that you got to figure out why. There's a trauma there that you got to figure out why. Okay? So next one, spiritual practice. You need to have a spiritual practice that is yours. That includes your cleansing schedule. That includes, it can be Bible work for you. It can be spiritual work with other spiritual beings, whatever it is for you. Okay? Whatever it is for you. You need spiritual practice. You need spiritual practice. If you have things going on in your body, you need to do a deep dive. Why? This is what I had to do. And it was the craziest thing. And I'm going to share this. I knew something was going on with me starting at the age of 9. And I started to map the pains in my body based on when the pain showed up, the injuries of the pain showed up, where. And then I connected them all to see if they created a type of map. And it did. Because when I put it in AI, it mapped it out for me. And it happened to be a spiritual map based on the tree of life. And I said, what? And it gave me a deeper understanding of how even magic can be used against you. That's not even magic of your faith. And how they can put it on your tree. You don't even know. It's crazy. But see, sometimes we have to dig that deep to see what's on us. Okay? Good. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. So make sure you have a spiritual practice that is rooted in love, that balances out that ego and that shadow with that love and that compassion and your boundaries in which you got to do. Even it out. Okay. Next, balance your chakras and your meridians. A lot of you walking around don't understand there are a lot of access points to you. Never mind creating portals and stuff that we don't need to be creating on our body to give people access inside of us. But your chakras and your meridians, you have the auric field is a proven scientific fact that you can see. Okay, that has a frequency, amplitude, and wavelength. And those are all affected by people you are around, what you do, what you say, how you act, what you believe, everything. Let me tell you something. If you really understood how much power you have to influence your life, your mouth would stay shut, your mind would stay blank, and you wouldn't do anything. I don't want to say for fear, but for understanding and knowing what it will bring in if you do, if you're not careful. That's how powerful you are. You influence the quantum, not just spiritual beings. You also influence the quantum by what you say, what you think, and what you do, which influences your manifestations and how you bring things in. Okay? Love, walk with love. Love was going to show you. I promise you, love will show you that understanding. Love will show you that understanding. The more you go into you, baby, it's going to pick you up. I'm trying to tell you. So, okay, your light body must be balanced. Okay? With your shadow must be balanced. But both are valid. Don't be trying to throw away one and keep the other. That's not how it works. That's not balance. Okay. Next. That's what I was just talking about. Stay forever present in every moment. Your life is not decided by a clock on the wall. It is not. It is decided by moments and the energy you feed into those moments and those people, or those circumstances, those situations, down to your cells. If you're detoxing trauma, then you must detox the body down to the cells. Why? Because cells have cellular memory. So a lot of times when we're healing ourselves, we're only healing part of ourselves. We're not even healing ourselves down to the real memory and the energy that we have. And then you want to know why certain things happen again and like in a loop. Because, my loves, for some of us, we must totally cleanse it out. Totally cleanse it out. People totally cleanse it out. That's why like when you break up with somebody, you pack up their shit in a box. You get their energy out of your house. Then you cleanse your house. That's why some people do that. Getting rid of the energy. It's no good. If you don't do that and you keep their things in the closet and then you're wondering, well, why is this happening? This happened when they were around. They're not around anymore. Why is this happening? Because you still have stuff that belongs to them. Get rid of it. You don't want the energy. You get rid of it or you give it back. You understand? But you cleanse you. That's what I mean by your healing is holistic. It is not just surface. It is holistic. And in order to do holistic work on yourself, you must have the love of yourself to put in that work and do it. That's when you see people with so much change that they look completely different. Because they are down to the cellular level of them, they technically are different. Down to their psychology, down to their spirit, down to their soul. They are different. They are. They had to be. You've been through this. You know when people are sitting up there whooping the hell out of you to get you to do what they want you to do, but that's not your path. You must see your path. Welcome in, loves. Welcome in. You must see your paths. You must claim your path. Only you understand or will what your path is. It is not for anyone else's. And this leads to this next thing I'm going to say. Be mindful of what you believe. Be mindful of what you create in the quantum. Be mindful, okay, that it's your belief and not someone else's belief. And that is what we're dealing with in the world right now. People mad that we're not doing what they told us to do. We decided to have our own mind and think the way we want to think and be and grow. and learn and love. You got to look at the people that are trying to change your mind as an outside observer and be like, that's interesting. But no, you did. All right. So here's I'm going to give you your lesson. Okay. Another person's frequency or signature cannot be yours. Only yours can be yours. Only you can walk yours. I don't care how many people, how many beings, and how many groups try to cheat energy. Energy is not stupid. And I wish they quit acting like energy and love is stupid. They're not stupid. They know the difference between you and somebody else. Why? Because your frequency may be similar, but your amplitude and your wavelength is not. And I told you, in physics, it all matters. It's not just about frequency. Your heart measure, your heart math measure, is based on amplitude and wavelength, which is more powerful than your frequency. It's all a part of the wave. But they only give you part. My loves, it is up to you to dig for yourself. Let me tell you something. When you are tired of not having the answer, when you are so fed up because you know you're doing the best you can, but some reason and somehow it still doesn't seem enough, not only for people, but for life. I understand. I've been there. And you're looking at life like, are you kidding me? Even now, I put in the work. You still want me to put in more work? Why should I still sacrifice? I have already sacrificed. Why am I sacrificing anymore? Because it's waiting for you to make the decision. Do you understand that there's no such thing as divine timing? It's all based on you and the decisions you make right now. You understand? Yes. And we all, do we hold other people's emotions while ignoring our own? But not anymore. Not anymore. No. You have to be selfish first in order to be selfless overall. You have to know you before you can give you to anybody else. Because you have to teach other people how to even love and appreciate you. They don't know how to appreciate you. You have to know how to do that. You have to know how to teach them that. So then people get mad when they're in a relationship and that person couldn't read them. Baby, they ain't psychic like that. You have to teach them you and what you will accept and what you want. Do you understand? Yeah, when we're on these journeys, baby, stop putting on that hat of Captain Save-A-Ho. No, they are to save themselves. And that is another thing that a lot of people don't understand. We cannot save anyone else. Chosen starseeds, indigo children. I love you. I love everybody. I love you. I do. But we got this misconception that if we come flying in with our damn cape, we can save everybody. No, we are not to save anyone. That's love's job. And we give the love. Here's how I know you're not to save anyone. When you give them advice and they sit up there and they don't want it, do you still sit up there and try to make them take it? If you do, why? Are they ready enough to take it? Do they have the understanding to take it? Just because you have the understanding doesn't mean you're to force it on them. They have their own life. They have their own path. They have to learn. You're the catalyst. But baby, if they don't want the lesson, you say, okay, I love you, and you move on. You don't stay there. Why? Because we're needed for other people. They just told you they're not ready to be saved. And our Father said, the only thing that can save you is love. Look, go into the Ethiopian Bible, it'll tell you, it's right before the book of Revelation. The only thing that saves you is love. We carry love. We love ourselves so we can help others and teach others the love of themselves so our world is better. You have a lot of people scared, walking around, scared of love. That's why our world looks the way that it is. So what do? You have to listen to me. I have to control you because that's the only way that I know that it's right. No. Love yourself more. You won't need to control anyone else. You won't need to have it. And you won't need to hold on to yours so tight. You can allow human flaws, spiritual flaws, without beating yourself up. Because you don't need to. This is a learning space. You're here to learn. Why beat yourself up? So you made a mistake. And that's allowed. And, yeah, but I'm in jail. I'm locked up. Okay, that's the consequence of it. And what did you learn from it? Learn from what you're going through. Then pick yourself up and say it was okay that I failed. That's all right. I understand when you show the compassion and love, it's not reciprocated. But my love, I want you to understand something. We're not taught love to keep giving it to people who don't want it. What did our Father do? He moved on. You don't want it? Understood. You have your will. I understand. You move on. Right? Don't deal with people that can't give it back to you. Now, I know that's easier said than done because sometimes we're dealing with people like that at our work and we can't just change a job like that. And we're dealing with family members and we go along with what they wanted us to do so they shut up and we don't have to deal with it. I understand. Oh, I understand. You just want the peace, so you just go along with it. But my love, this is why you love yourself more. This is why when they don't know how to love you and give you compassion, it must be you. It must be you to give it to you. No one knows you like you in spirit. No one knows you like you in spirit. So it must be you. Because at the end of the day, spirit is asking, I know you. Do you know you? Are you real with the authenticity of you to get past this gate? Because it can't let in fake. It wants to know, do you know who you are? To know who you are, that's love. That's the journey of love. That's the journey you've been walking since the day you were born that's been whooping your ass. The journey of love. That's what this is called. Your name, insert your name, journey of love. You're writing your story. You are writing your story. Other people are writing your story. But when are you going to be the one that dictates how you want it manifested? When are you going to stop being afraid of other people dictating for you? When you stand up and you say, no, this is my story, my love, and this is what I'm going to do with it. You heard what I said. You understand? All right, my loves. I hope this helped. I hope it helped. When you heal all of you. That means you sit down and you take the time to think about how you need to heal in total. I'm going to tell you this right now. Okay. I have a program, but I'm going to tell you this. I don't work with people that can't invest in themselves and they can't do the work. I don't take people's money if they can't invest in themselves. Why would I? If you're showing anybody that you don't have enough time to work on you, baby, can't nobody save you. Because you won't save yourself. Now, what did I just do? I use the opposites to read people. Read people. See what people are trying to do to you. What they're trying to pull. You don't have to hate them. You don't have to dislike them. You just don't have to care. Love them? No. Okay? Okay, Miss Chica? Love you? No. And you are. And you walk on. All right, my loves. I really hope this helped. And It is my greatest wish that our world be healed through love, the only thing that can heal us all. But in order to do that, you must know what love means. And you have to understand love is all. Everything. Good, bad, ugly, horrific, excellent. It is all. Why? Because love is what teaches you and everyone else. It ain't just something you share with a romantic partner. No, it is way more than that. Way more. And unfortunately, it's the most feared thing on this planet. Unfortunately. But the thing we need the most, we run from. Dig that. But yet, its payment is 100% you. You are required as a payment to love. Make no mistake. And it will take everything from you because it gives everything to you. Never forget that. Don't believe me? Who else can bring you your lessons? Or what else can bring you your lessons and still walk with you while you're learning them and not leave you and will consistently tell you you're still mine? You can call it God if you want to. Love is God for me. So, all right, my loves. I love you. I want you to love you. I need you to love you if we're going to save our world. And we each individually save ourselves.